All right, my friend. All right, my friend. You being the guest, you can whatever.
Shall I do one, then you do one, and go back and forth, or
Yeah,
do you want me to do
that.
both of mine?
I mean, do you have two?
Just two.
Okay, that's plenty.
Is that good?
Yeah, that's fantastic.
So, both of them are female themed, you might say. I'm gonna say that Supergirl is really good, and part of it is the cumulative. Like, this is Supergirl number 8, and I've read all 8, and I'm growing to like this more and more as it goes along. And it's you'd have to have tolerance for kind of a young adult, girls having fun vibe, but it does it really well, and I really am enjoying it. And it helps that I've read with my daughter years ago. We read an entire omnibus of Silver Age Supergirl comics, and it plays with lots of elements of that. The Midvale orphanage, her robot, in this issue, her robot friend. There's an evil rival of hers named Les Lallar, who came from the bottled city of Kandor. And all of that dates back to the Silver Age, but she's kind of redone it in this positive, girls can do it together kind of way that I'm really getting into.
Sisters doing it for themselves.
Yeah, it's written by Sophie Campbell, and the first, I think, 4 or 5 issues were drawn by her, but I think it was too hard for her to keep up. So every issue has a different artist, but the art's been really good in all of these.
Wow.
And the last few issues have all been holiday themed. So there was, you might not like that being a grouch, but there was a Halloween themed one, a Thanksgiving themed one, and now this is the Christmas time, winter time one. And I just, in these times when everyone likes to criticize each other so much, I like the positive vibe on this a lot.
You are a positive brother. That's what I like about you, man. I'm glad to have you on.
If you want fun comics, and some people don't like the young adult vibe in a comic.
Yes.
But when it's done well, I like it, and this is really good. And if you have, a daughter anywhere, 5 and up, this might be a good comic for them.
Mm-hmm. In this era of toxic masculinity, it would be good to have a little bit more of that kind of a vibe. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Just
watch out. Next will be toxic femininity, but
right.
You want me to do my other one, or no? You're going to do yours next. Cool.
Yeah. I'll spread it out. All right. This first book was also a penultimate book at one time, and it is known as it's a holiday book. So I'm not a complete grouch, but just a partial grouch. Called Our Soot-Stained Heart, as opposed to our poop-stained shorts or whatever. I don't know. Our Soot-Stained Heart, and it is written by Joni Haig and Stephen Morian, and is drawn by Stephen Morian. Maybe Stephen Morian. Maybe Stephen. I don't know. S-T-I-P-A-N, Stepan Morian. Okay, that makes more sense. Yeah. and this takes place in this. It's kind of a steampunk story, and it takes place in this town where it seems like it's desolate. I mean, and the artwork is. I see why people love this man's art. It is amazing.
Oh yeah.
If I had to draw something like that, I would cry. Because there's a lot of damn work goes into that 1-2 page spread right there. People have to love to draw that kind of a detailed spread.
Yeah.
And they thrive on coal. I mean, they live on coal, and this whole, and they encourage, I guess, the whole Santos brings coal to the bad boys and girls concept is at play here. And they want everyone to be bad so they can get more coal. And it's run by bad people and stuff. And there's one girl, she's a good girl. She works at the factory, but she won't be bad. So she's not bringing any coal. So what good is she? Just like her old man. Her old man was just like her, And I'm thinking maybe her old man might be Santa Claus. I'm thinking I might be completely off the hook here and completely wrong.
But we'll see as the story unfolds then.
We will see. And it is very well written, man. I mean, and incredibly well drawn. So I'm down with this, man, for for the run of however long it's going to be. I think it's probably going to be. It probably should have premiered maybe a couple of months ago, so it can end in around Christmas time. But but either way, it's really nice. It's kind of like I remember Damian, Travis say on the Bueller show, like, I read this thing a week ago. I know it was good, but I can't remember exactly what I liked about it. So this same thing. I read it when it came out, but I never really liked it. What did I like about it though? I know it was. Trust me, take it with me. It's good. I totally understand that, but it's worth picking up just for the art. Like right here, you can see they kind of blend. The panel is blended there, where it kind of goes rather than having a border, it goes from one scene to another without a panel.
Mm-hmm.
That's very cool, very good
very
story.
Appealing color too.
Yes. I mean the colorist, who was an artist in themselves, Rope Man, or ROPEMANN, Rope Man. Anyway, and of course, one of the best letterers in the business. I forgot to give him credit in the front. Hassan Asmani Allahu. This book is a work of art. This book is just amazing. It's worth the price of admission, just for that alone, just for the way it looks. I mean, the story is just a bonus. So I can, I'm not, like I said, I'm not a big, winter. I don't buy Christmas comic books at all. But man, this was a really joyful experience to just read this book and enjoy this wonderful art and just kind of like just go with the story. I mean, okay. I can accept that people can, live off of coal. And the city is like in the middle of a desolate like wasteland. So it's like a train goes there, and the train is like freaking, a mile long. It's just a very, very, very cool story, man. It's I would recommend this. I mean, this look at this cover here. This is.
So you said this came out a number of months ago. Do you think it's wrapping up this month?
No, I wish it had come out a month ago.
Oh, I see. It actually did come out a few weeks ago.
It just came out last week, actually. Yeah, it was penultimate 2 weeks ago. So this is probably the most recent book. This one and Ordained are the most recent books that I'm talking about today. So
you did a good job in your penultimate choice. Because that's always a gamble, right? Because
it is a gamble. It is a gamble. I have a pretty fair batting average with the penultimate. I mean, they don't always hit, but some.
Well, you're an experienced indie comics reader, so that helps.
Bless you, sir. Yes, I can only aspire to be as good as you, sir. If only. But yeah, it's I think maybe 80% of them turn out pretty good, and some of them maybe like 5% completely bomb and crap the bed, but this one does not at all.
So the rest of us can easily jump onto this then.
Yes.
It just came out recently.
Yes. You can still find this in the shops, I'll bet. If your shop carries Mad Cave, at least. You don't carry a Mad Cave, and ask them why not, first of all. You can probably find it on like places like My Comic Shop or Midtown Comics or somewhere like that. So please pick this up. So that's number one. Back to you, sir.
Okay, my number two. It's actually my number one. I mean, it's my favorite of these, which I know you like, is Santos Sisters number 10.
Yes.
And for those who aren't familiar, it's kind of got a Archie vibe with a slight adult twist. These two sisters who are Archie-ish, only they're a bit sexually free and perhaps occasionally imbibe in a little weed or something.
Yes.
And they're superheroes, but them being superheroes is like no big deal. And they're fighting the villain. They're like talking about who they're dating or something. They're not even that concerned. And so it's just these little slices of life in their kind of imaginary, it's pretty stress-free, right? Again, that's kind of my happy place. And this one, I don't know if we've seen this character before, but in the middle is a story about coin collecting that involves this guy who's like a Bitcoin billionaire, a little kid who's a Bitcoin billionaire. So it's kind of a take off on Richie Rich.
Exactly. I was thinking that.
And I guess because he does Bitcoin, he's obsessed with any kind of coin. And he'll do anything to try to win a coin, including taking a guy to court. So it was a lot of fun. That was a lot of
Too,
fun.
means Richie Rich.
I was glad to see the return of the Boozy Bees.
Oh, the Boozy Bees, the ongoing character. Yeah.
Drunk. And this is just a 2-page silent thing, which is, but just an edge of raunchiness. So it kind of gives you that little bit of underground comics feel, along with your cute, harmless Archie kind of stories.
Mm-hmm.
The last one is called Gas Station Slots, but they removed the O, so you can imagine it says something else.
Exactly.
And one of the characters becomes addicted to slot machines for a while.
There you go.
It's just fun, wacky humor. I think I heard someone say they do about 4 issues a year. Is that about right?
That sounds about right.
I never know when they're going to come out, but whenever a new one comes out, I really enjoy it.
Good times.
And it's kind of like semi self-published. They have their own company called American Nature, but I think they then co-publish it with Floating Worlds Comics.
Yes.
Which is a comic book store here in Portland that Lorenzo and I have both been to, that just carries all kinds of weird stuff. So
great store.
Yeah, it's just kind of a delight. And it's on newsprint, which
is God intended. Yes.
As God intended, yeah.
Yes. I mean, my first thing I discovered when I walked into that store my first trip to Portland was that book. And I was like, where has this been all my life? It's the Santos sisters. And it was like the second printing, I think. I was able to get a second printing of number 1. I don't know where the hell you would find the first printing of number 1. But it's such a good story, man. And you're right. It has that balance of a little bit of raunchiness, but not too risk enough to let you know that it's not an Archie book. It's not a kid's book, but it's still, kids could probably still read it. I mean, they got the weed.
Yeah,
and
if kids read it, they wouldn't really know it. They would enjoy the fun bits.
Yes. Yeah, there's no nudity. There's no real obscenity or anything like that. It's just an adult Archie kind of a theme satire. And it looks like they say they won an Eisner on there too. So that's pretty cool.
They won the Eisner for Best Continuing Comic, which I thought was interesting because it's kind of sporadic, but I guess it's still ongoing, and hopefully they're making enough money to keep doing it. It's credited as by, what are they called? Someone in Fake.
Greg and Fake, I think.
Greg and Fake.
Yeah.
And I've seen them now. That they're 2 guys probably in their 30s.
Really?
And I think Fake is the artist and Greg is the writer.
2 young guys. Okay, that's awesome.
Not super young, But,
younger than us,
And yeah.
I guess they're younger than us as young.
Yeah, they come out of the super indie comics scene, but
cool.
They produce a nice product, and there's now a collection from Fantagraphics of like the first 8 issues or so.
Oh, they get into Fantagraphics, man. That's like the indie, you're in now, baby. I mean, it's hard to get Fantagraphics to. It's
kind of funny. This like cheap newspaper comic is now in a fancy hardback from Fantagraphics.
That's right. Moving on up like George and Wheezy. Yeah. That's awesome, man. All right. That's another great pick. My next one is one that was also by Robert Venditti. The first one was survived also by Robert Venditti. This one is, I think, from a couple weeks ago, maybe, Ordained.
Yeah, either 1 week or 2 weeks ago. I'm not sure. Very recent.
Yeah. It is from Bad Idea by Robert Venditti. Trevor Hairstein is the artist, and Dave Stewart does the coloring.
The art is, sorry, I read it too. You go ahead.
Oh, you read it too? Okay.
But I approve.
I'd love to know your thoughts on it.
Great choice. Great choice.
It's been probably, I wouldn't say hyped, but it's been solicited for quite some time. I think for several months. We've been looking for this. Okay. I think it's already been there's some kind of an option with this, but for a movie or a series or something like that. So there's something behind this, and some of these books are that get a lot of hype, and we all know it's the priest who has a past. Looks like he may have been in the Navy SEAL or something. The dude is ripped. The dude, you can see like he's up at the crack of dawn here, already dressed in his priest suit, looking like Captain America. He got the V upper body, so he works out. He's on top of things. And he's going to do his thing he does every day, which is just be a priest. And he gets called to the hospital, to give last rites to this guy who's a gangster, big time gangster, and he's on death's door. But he's a good Catholic. The irony of that, of course, is not lost on all of us. And he talks to the guy. The guy's, like his own life support, not life support, but he's like, like he's losing in altitude. He's just like talking very soft and like, yeah, well, I used to rob, steal, even kill, and I do it myself. I had other people do it, so it's just as bad. And and then he says, "Oh, well, Father, can you forgive me, and can you have God, go through the whole thing of offer the Eucharist and the last rites, exactly." So he's the priest, hears him, and like he's kind of taken aback at first when he hears that he's already killed. But he says, "Hey, it's my job. It's not my place to judge. I just do what I'm here to do. I give the last rites, do the Eucharist and all that, Hail Mary and all that stuff, whatever they say during that procedure." He leaves. Okay. Next morning, I don't know, but if he was visited by a bunch of spirits or something, but he has a miraculous recovery. Like this dude's walking around. He's not even eating this Jello in his broth. Like, take that shit away. I'm about to get out of here and rule the city again.
Leader is all better again.
Yeah, he's out of bed walking around, looking like Wilson Fisk. He's like, okay, well, all right, well, I guess you'll be leaving then, sir. And his boys come in and say, "Hey, what do you want to do, boss? What's the first order?" Kill that goddamn priest. But the priest knows everything about him. He knows he literally knows where some bodies are buried of this woman who was going to be a Supreme Court judge and just disappeared. So he wants to tie that loose end up really quickly. And a lot of the book is fight scenes involving that priest and showing how much of a badass that he is. Some of these fight scenes, I mean, the art is great. I mean, Harrison is a great artist. The art is sometimes the flow of the panels, like we were just talking about the other book, this was a little hard to follow at some points.
Yeah.
So I was like, what should I read next? What should I follow? Because
a lot of across or down and that.
Yeah, kind of up and down, because like putting Tyan is a good example of a person that uses that kind of a writing style. But his are very well crafted. If he does a double page spread like in Encyclic or SIKTC, you can see exactly how you should read it. It's a very even flow. And that's one of my only issues with this book, other than the fact that it's a little wordy, only because it was probably, I bet, a screenplay first. And they decided maybe to then do the whole comic book thing. Because some of the words are really small. I was reading it last night at night, and it was like, I don't know about you, but the night vision ain't great. When you're sleeping, you're trying to read. It's like the words are small. You're trying to read it. Oh my God, it's on, and it was on the newsprint is great, but sometimes the words are small. The coloring gets a little flat, and you can't really see the words if they're kind of close together. Just speaking for myself, I guess. So I'm thinking maybe it was supposed to be a screenplay first, and the words are kind of like shoehorned into the panels. And there was another panel where Frank from Danger Room pointed out to me this mistake of how this was flowing here, and I can't unsee it now. It's like this one's like how he approaches the lady on the steps of the church, and all of a sudden he's behind her, but he's still talking to her, and the word balloons flow one way, but he's facing the other way, and then at the bottom it looks like he's like half a block away from the church already, and some of that just didn't like flow as well. But
now I won't be able to unsee it.
Yeah, I know. You're welcome.
That's it's almost like the artist stopped paying attention for that page or something.
It kind of is. He was confused as to how should I illustrate this? And he just kind of like phoned that page in or something. It was early in the story too, so you would think that wouldn't be. But overall, I can't complain. It's not. I wasn't, only because I wasn't surprised by anything, because the solicitation told me everything I needed to know, pretty much. So this first issue is just really setting everything up. So I could pull it, the second issue to see what it does after that. But what was your thoughts on this book?
I thought it was a fun read, And I was raised a religious Catholic, so until I was about 19, I bought into it all. And I still, a lot of my family is still that way, and I respect them for that. But so I thought that the portrayal of the priest was very good. Like Robert Venditti really knows his Catholic priest stuff, and so I really bought into that character. And other than that, it was a very simple story. We were talking about things like power fantasy that are so complicated you really have to think. This one, even though it was kind of wordy, like you say, it's pretty simple. You can, other than those mistakes the artist made, you can follow it, the concept pretty easy. You can probably, like you said, you can guess that he has some kind of past. Maybe, you said maybe as a special ops guy, or who knows what. Maybe he was in the mob sometime. I don't know.
We don't know. Yeah, it could be.
We don't know yet what his past is, and I guess that's the big pull. And you can see why it was accepted by Hollywood, because it's an action movie with a twist.
Yes,
he came up with a twist that maybe hasn't been done before. With the priest and the absolution and all of that kind of stuff.
Yes.
But other than that, it looks like it'll be pretty straightforward.
Yep, exactly.
So if it's only like 3 issues long, I'd stick with it. If it's going to be 10 issues long, it might not work for me.
I don't think it has that much to say to go that long. 3 issues and out would be great for me. I mean, they'll just give you an idea, just introduce this guy, have him kick ass, and have the story, come to an end. It could work very well, I think, as a movie, as an action movie, because a lot of these panels will look great choreographed by a good director or something like that. So
exactly, yeah,
I can definitely see that happening. One thing I did like about this too is unrelated to this story, is in the back, as they often do in many books, especially Bad Idea, they give you a preview of something else. This is something called Megalith.
Yeah, the art in that looked really good. I don't know if I figured out what it was about.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what the hell it's about, but I think I must get that first issue. Whatever it's about, I must find out about it, because the art looks phenomenal. And then there's this people crawling through. It's this one person, I guess, escaping from certain death. The other person got killed, and she's crawling through this tunnel. She's like, gotta get out. And she gets to the end of the tunnel. Guess what? You're like a mile in the air.
Right. I didn't understand what was going on there, but that was cool.
And so somebody's chasing her through this tunnel, and she's a mile in the air. This is like a nightmare. This is like,
it was like a nightmare. Yeah.
Holy shit. You think the thing in the tunnel is going to get me, or I can jump my ass out of this thing? She chose to jump her ass out of that hole, and I would love to see what happens, after that. So I'm going to get that book whenever it comes out. So.
Yeah.
So
just today, I told my shop, I asked them to order every first issue from Bad Idea, because I want to check out every issue.
Nice.
I don't know if I want to stick with the whole series, but they always seem worth checking out.
They always do. Now that they've stopped making a big to-do about how to get their first issue.
Oh yeah, that drove me crazy.
Oh, I think the negative response from that was not what they expected. I mean, somebody in B school thought, like, I got a great idea. Why don't we do this? Like, no. Fuck you. Don't do that.
You know who's behind it?
Mm-hmm.
Behind Bad Idea?
Who?
They're the people 2 or 3 guys who bought Valiant back in the early 2000 teens, revived Valiant, kept it going. It was successful for a while. Then they sold it for a huge amount of money to some Chinese entertainment company. And now they have FU money. So that was why their first few years of Bad Idea were so weird. They were just playing with the market.
Okay.
And so now they've gotten more serious, I think.
Oh.
About, actually attracting an audience.
That tracks so absolutely correct. Yeah. It's like, people who had no idea how comics even work. Like, why don't we just do this? And those dumbasses who buy comics just buy anything, right? No.
I might be remembering wrong, but I think a few years ago, Bueller went out for a dinner with them and a bunch of other people, and they were like paying for a really fancy dinner for everybody. They were just loaded with money from this Chinese sale.
Wow.
It's kind of cool that they took their money and, at least with part of it, played with starting a new company and So I respect that, but the way they went about it was just annoying.
Yeah. Is that the dinner where Bueller said, "I don't want a fucking button"? Is that the same dinner?
I think that might have
talked
been
about
it.
that on the stream. Like,
I know it was in Chicago, and there was a couple of stories he had about dinners in Chicago.
Believe me.
Yeah, I think that was it, or at least that was a bad idea story.
He speaks for us all when he says that right there. And that is, thank you for saying that, my friend. Yes.
I mean, I can't remember. I won't completely speak for Bueller, of course, because I can't get things right.
I think I remember mentioning
many interesting stories.
Yes, yes. I think that. Oh, they don't like that, huh? Oh, who knew? But overall, I would say yes, maybe a thumbs up for a thumbs up because of the authenticity, as you say, of the portrayal of the priest for one thing, and the preview of the other book in the back, which is another story.
If you like a violent fight story, action movie style comic, it's going to be good.
This is wheelhouse action for you if you like that kind of stuff. All right, the final book. I got one more. So I try to like threes because threes are a magic number. This is one that I had laying around for a while. I think number 2 was already out because I had got this from, I think, my comic shop shipments ago. Gunpowder Prophets. This is from the dude that did the strange the strange talent of Luther Strode. And
I remember that one.
Yeah, that's a good book too. Have you read that before?
Yeah, and that had incredible art, but I assume it's not the same. Is it the same artist?
I think it's a different artist. I think this guy is good too. This is Patrick Piazzalunga. Piazzalunga is the I forget who the artist was, but I know you're talking about, and that was really good art in the Luther Strode series.
He's the guy who went on to do like Silver Surfer Black.
Ah, okay.
And some other things like that.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name right at the moment.
Yeah, me either, but I know it's good art though. But if you can find that series anywhere or trade with that book, it's worth reading. Yeah. Gunpowder Prophets is kind of like a love letter to the grindhouse 1970s kind of a thing. It kind of it's got the whole zombie grindhouse kind of feel to it. Because there's these two guys. One guy is the brains and one guy is the brawn, so to speak. And they start with they kind of like, I guess, bounty hunters of sorts. And they're on a job when we first opened the book. And the big brawny guy. What is the big brawny guy's name? Huck is the guy with the brains. And I think Marley is the name of the guy that he's kind of reminds you of Ben Grimm a little bit. He's already gone to work there. He's chopped off some heads of some people that were like kidnapping kids, and but they had it coming. They were kidnapping kids and probably eating them too or some shit like so. Yeah, they had it coming. And this is a job that they I guess they blew part of that money because they had to cover up the whole decapitation thing and keep it away from the authorities. But they got a good amount of money from that, and they're going to their next gig. They're headed to their next gig, and this next gig is this guy who's like this woman. She's rich, young, attractive, rich woman, and her husband has kidnapped her daughter, or is holding her daughter, and down in Louisiana, I want to say, where they have a mansion, and he's into the occult, and he's like this conjurer kind of a dude. He can like turn your rifle into a snake, and you're like, oh, what the hell is happening? What the hell happened to you? It's like he's a bad mofo. So she said, can you go get my daughter and bring her back to me? Cool. Here we go. Down to Louisiana, down to the what do they call that? The heart of darkness. Down the heart of darkness, baby. Get this woman's child back. It's like a piece of cake at first, right? Okay, roll up in there, blow some heads off and pick up the kid, bada boom, bada bing, get out of there, So it seemed like things are going okay. But it turns out there's something about this dude that these people, they come back to life when you kill them. I don't want to spoil too much of it, but ain't exactly a piece of cake that they thought it was going to be. The artwork on here is really fantastic too. Piazza Lunga, I love. Some people might not like it, but I love that stylized look of their artwork.
It adds to that grindhouse over the top feel, maybe.
Yes, exactly. And man, if this is anything like, I should say, if it's as good, it's very different than Luther Strode. But if it's as good as Luther Strode, I would definitely. I'm looking for. It's probably into issue number 2, maybe 3 by now, because this came out maybe in October. So and it's probably still out there too. You can dig them up. This is from also Mad Cave.
Mad Cave again.
Mm-hmm. If you're LCS and not carrying this, ask them why. Why you not carrying Mad Cave? That's probably. But yeah, I mean, this is. Last week there was another book that had laying around, and I thought, oh wow, I've just been laying around. I didn't have a chance to read this book, and it was good. And so the same thing with this. Sometimes you put stuff on the bottom of the list, and just what the hell. You want to sleep at night, you need something to lull yourself to sleep, and that's the thing. This was it, and I was glad I found it. Gunpowder Prophets from Mad Cave. This is
And you didn't have weird dreams after reading
it? Oh, I had weird dreams with or without a comic. That's why I saw that woman crawling through the hole like, oh, been there, ma'am. All right. So that sure was good for tonight, folks. Thank you so much for participating, Damian. And pick it up.
Hey, you've shown me 2 books I didn't know about that I'm going to have to look for.
You're welcome. I can swing away off to the sunset now. Action is my reward. I've done it. Hey, don't forget to subscribe and leave a thumbs up.